I do have the battle. Actually, it was announced. Emerson Kennedy. Me and Emerson Kennedy are battling in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Dope.
You know?
EK.
Originally, it was 1 round, but me and Emerson Kennedy actually started texting because I prefer to do 3 rounds. You know? And so I think we're going to switch it to 3 rounds. And, you know, he's going to get a hold of the league, and we're just going to try to work that out because everybody was kind of excited when they saw the flyer, and I was like, I hate when people get excited for a battle, and then they find out it's 1 round.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like, I would just much rather, you know, do the 3 rounds.
That's going to be fire.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that, me and EK.
I mean, right now, it's like, you know, you're not ducking no phase, really, I see, you know what I mean? You ready to battle whoever, you know what I'm saying? No,
we in Atlanta, man. Parking lot freestyles might happen here in a little while. They keep that phone charged.
I know how you give it up, man. I know how you give it up, man. When you one of the freestyle kings. Yo, you know, it's funny, like, I wanted to, you know, chop it up about this real quick. The situation you had with Polo about, like, the whole mental health and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all had, like, I guess a private conversation, however that came out, and however, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for you, you know, what's the status with you and Polo? Because, you know, these are guys that come outside. We all gather when we go to events, this, that, and the third, like that.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing it was before, you know? I felt a certain way about their platform and how they address me as an artist, right? So I don't send any negative energy to them. I just ignore them. You know what I mean? So I have blocked, you know, them on Twitter because I'm just like, yo, I don't want nothing to do with you, you know? I've had personal conversations with Tony Bro, and I respect him as an analyst and different things. But the other 2 guys, I'm just like, yo, you don't add anything to my life, and I feel like you intentionally are like anti-award. Any opportunity to make me look bad, you do it.
What do you think they do that's intentional?
Like, I mean, I feel like, you know, dropping like a top 10 battles of the year list and just not putting me and Rum Nitty on it. You know what I mean? Like, and like they know that, like, you know, like they just don't rock with me to a point, you know, and then like they'll cover battles or they'll over exaggerate like anytime, like Big K just you know what I mean, like the happiness that comes with seeing me fail in their eyes, you know what I mean, on the Champion of the Year panel, you know, in the past, you know, basically just talking about me and like fans vote me at 7, they move me all the way down to 20, you know, like you can just tell they're not award fans.
Gotcha. Which
is fine, like I said, if it's not your cup of tea. But I feel like they're intentional about that. So I just like, you know what? I'll just block you on Twitter so I don't have to deal with it. You know? So the energy is not anything negative. The energy is just like, I'm not when we're in public, like I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna go out of my way to come shake your hand and all that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna keep to myself. And so that's what I did. And then we had a private conversation that they initiated after the Vixen battle. They initiated it by basically, I didn't say nothing to them. Hey, yo, boy, why you block us on Twitter? I explained to them exactly what I just explained to you. They were like, come on, man. You know, it's just like a rivalry and stuff. I'm just kind of like, I'm understanding it because it's storyline, but I'm like, I don't need a media rival. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, all right, cool. I'll unblock y'all, whatever. It was a pleasant private conversation. Then I said, you know, like, I got to protect my peace. I'm not going to pay no attention. I don't want the negative energy, right? Mm-hmm. So what irritated me was to go on to a public platform where obviously Verb's cammed up, you know, the guy who hates me the most, you know, Easy's up there talking crazy too. And then to try to be like this cool dude and say like, oh yeah, let me tell y'all about this private conversation, you know, that I had with Ward. When in the context of that conversation is you genuinely came to me and was like, why'd you block me? And I unblocked you and we shook hands, you know? And then try to turn it into, yeah, he was talking about, I hurt his mental health. And then they laughing. And then Verb's calling me a pussy. He mentioned mental health, you know, that struck a nerve, man. Like anybody knows anything about me, like the Poets in Autumn tour, like a lot of things I do, I'm a mental health advocate. I go talk to people about how important it is, you know what I mean? For not only just people, but men too. Like, cause we've always taught that this is like, you're weak if you're not, you know, nothing bothers me type stuff. So to get on there when like thousands of people watching and to make fun of it like that, you know, and to use the word mental health, I was like, I'm gonna cam up, you know, I gotta come up here and be like, yo, like, that's corny, that's super lame, you know? And the beautiful thing is, bro, I've had multiple people hit me up, whether it be DMs, text messages, in person, like, yo, thank you for standing up for that, because that was super lame, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, that's why I do it. I don't really like the confrontation, but like, I just came up there and was like, yo, like, this is real lame, real corny of you, you know? And so now where it stands now is just, I'm just back on that type of time where it's like, I didn't go block them on Twitter or anything like that or whatever, but I'm just back on that type of time where like, you don't help me at all in battle rap. And you know what? Like, it was so funny, like the whole week they was texting me and texting people like, yo, can we get Ward for an interview? Can we get Ward for an interview? You know? It's like, yo, you want to use my name and have me come on the show so you can get paid off of the views and have some buzz and stuff like that for interviews. But then you don't add anything to my career. So I've dubbed it like, good luck to them, you know what I mean? But I'm on some other stuff. So
I mean, it's battle rap and certain things too, where guys are being critical and things like that. And sometimes it happens to the best of them.
Yeah.
Mook, Lux, everybody got people who criticizes and has their,
and I'm not saying I can't take criticism. I'm just saying, like, when it's intentional and it's over and over, whatever, and like I see that, I see the character in that or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'll remove it. You know what I mean? Like the same would be with your platform. If I just felt like, you was only interviewing Big K afterwards and you ain't come say nothing to me and, then you was putting out clips and then you was, what I mean? If I felt like, there was some kind of bias or some kind of like weird, like, what's the word? I would just remove that, Gotcha. I don't have to support everybody just like they don't have to support me.
Nah, I dig it.
Yeah.
Is it still worth a conversation or whenever y'all link up or, what I mean?
That's the weird thing. It's like we had a conversation and that's what made me more upset, Like we had a genuine conversation at that after party, right?
Gotcha.
So like what's the conversation now? Having another genuine conversation just so you could jump on a channel and try to like make it like a laughing stock situation, Like if that's how you operate, then there's not much more of a conversation, Like I mean, by all means, like good luck to you, I'm not holding no grudges, nothing like that. But I mean, I don't know what it should be.
I appreciate you for clearing that up, man. Hopefully,
Hey, publicly was making fun of me. He could publicly apologize. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if you want to go on there and say, but I mean, other than that, like I'm cool.
Okay, yeah, but I'm sure, they gonna be chopping up about the next A-Ward battle, and they'll give their whatever their opinion is. But you just keep working, keep doing your thing. But another battle that I do want to see is you versus Hollow, man.
I do too. Me and Hollow, or me and Clips. I love like a 4th round freestyle like they did with Chef Trez and Sharon. Hollow's a legend as well, and we've had some back and forth and different things like that. And like he just had a really good battle with Ill Will. So like I would definitely love that battle.
Nah, definitely, man. Would you guys do like a freestyle round?
Yeah. So
got to, right?
Got to, I mean, if not, I mean, like there's just gonna be tons of rebuttals, on my end. Like I'm going into that.
Regardless, however the battle go down, freestyle is happening.
I'm not robbing the culture of that. I'm doing my best to make sure I'm freestyling and doing all kinds of stuff. All
right. Well, we here at the pandemic. It sounds like bars is happening now.
Let's go.
So let's go check it out.
No.